Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear audience, Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all to today's New Bangladesh. Here, as usual, we shall discuss new economy, new science, new education, new policies, new culture, overall, New Bangladesh. Today, in our studio, as our guest present, a very renowned person in Bangladesh film industry, Mr. Khijir Hayat Khan, who is a filmmaker and an actor as well. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Please, bhai, you don't have to call me sir. I'm your younger brother. You can just call me Hayat. That is absolutely fine.
How are you?
I'm well.
Okay, usually I tell the topic to my audience, but today I'm not telling the topic, about today's topic. Can you please tell the topic of today's discussion?
I think post-revolution we are in a new Bangladesh. It should be Bangladesh 2.0 or Bangladesh Rising. Film and new media, the new frontier. It should be something like that. Because I think there is a huge opportunity and we must and we should explore that for the better, not only the better future, for the better outlook of Bangladesh culture, Bangladesh film, and Bangladesh new media.
Very nice. You see, I was also an actor during my time in my college life. So this topic is the topic of my heart. So what I want to know actually, basically, as far as I know, that our film industry started its journey from 1948. Before that, there was a film industry in Calcutta. But after the partition, the Dhaka film industry started its journey. So at the very beginning, people at that time thought that it may not develop or it may not flourish. But what was shown by our filmmakers and our actors and our actresses, that was excellent. And during Pakistan period and after the liberation period, we had a golden time of our film industry. You know, there were many notable films, like filmed by Mr. Ehtesham, then later Johir Rahan, Khanata Rahman, and so on. And after the liberation war also, we saw many, I can say that those films are till now mentioned by the people. Even the new generation. Today I was discussing with Generation Z about some films, and they told me that they watched those films. Okay. So, but during this time, we think that the film industry is not at that vertex. So what are the causes of this inclination, this decline?
Well, bhai, look, it is very unfortunate that we had a very golden start. We had a wonderful start. Before the liberation, the essence or what should I say, the quality of films produced by this Bengal, the quality was really, the standard was very high. Post-liberation, we also actually we were carrying out that spirit. But then a lot of things happened. The main problem during the if you look at the 80s and 90s, you will see the main problem was the structural problem. You know, in order to make a film industry running or make a film industry keep going in the right direction, you have to adapt with the new technology, with the new demand of the market, and you also have to adjust with the international film industry as well. We could not do that. During the 2000 era, 2000 to 2010, we saw a rise of festival-oriented art arena films. But again, that doesn't cater your commercial audiences. And also during that period, right before that, the piracy and also very below quality films took over. And we kicked away our middle class audiences from the theater. We used to have more than 1,500 theaters in Bangladesh. Right now, the number is less than 100. Why? As I said, main problem is the structural problem. Our film industry did not, it had the right, or it had a golden start, but we could not keep on in the right direction with that golden start. And to some extent, we all are responsible. The government, the filmmakers, even the audiences. We all the stakeholders, we all are responsible for the decline of our film industry. I'm sure I'll talk about in details in the other questions you have.
Well, so why this industry is losing the popularity of the audience? Why?
Well, see, we live in a very open world. You have a mobile phone. You have the content of the entire world in your hand.
Yes. And multiple choice.
Right.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. You're watching Netflix, you're watching Prime, you are watching Hoichoi, you are watching Chorki, or you are watching some Korean series in a Korean streaming platform. Everything is here,
Yes.
right? We live in an era where quality matters. And in order to survive in this open competition, you have to produce quality content. Unfortunately, due to a lot of issues, we could not provide or we could not create those quality contents for our audiences. That is the fundamental prime reason why our audiences are not interested about our contents, because our quality is not up to the mark. A person who is watching a Netflix series and a person who is watching a Chorki series, well, you have to understand the budget of that Netflix series and the budget of that Chorki series. I'm not blaming Chorki, but that person is having both side by side. So how do you match, or how do you? That is one of the prime reason. And the second is, again, policy wise, we never actually catered our films for the development of our culture. We named it as an industry, but actually we never gave it the respect of an industry. We don't have the right policies. We don't have the right structural development. We don't have the right training. And culmination of all these caused this industry to go down.
Well, sir. Well, we have foreign influences, but is there any foreign conspiracy?
Well, it's very hard to define a foreign conspiracy, but to make it very clear, to answer your question in a very, simple way. Let's say you are playing soccer or football. If my goalpost is open, won't you kick it and score a goal?
Yes, sure.
We have a market of 18 to 20 crore people. If you keep it open, don't you think someone else will try to take advantage of it?
Of course.
So that happened. We could not provide quality content. You have Bollywood, Hollywood, and you have the streaming platforms. They saw a huge opportunity here. So they wanted to invade and they wanted to take advantage of it. And some of our agents collaborated with them and made it open. The distributors, they are very aligned with some people outside the border. And they always wanted, right now the situation is more controlled than before. They wanted those content to come here and see, I don't have any problem running Indian films here. But my question is, if you want to run or show Bollywood films in our theater, you should show our films over there too. It should be a mutual, right? It cannot be one-sided. So you are bringing a very high-quality Shah Rukh Khan film from India, but you are sending a very below-par quality film in exchange of that. That doesn't help my industry.
Yes.
Again, I don't have any problem showing Bollywood or Hollywood contents, but I want our contents to get at least a decent respect. We show most of the Indian channels in our satellite, but our channels are not being shown there. And that is not right. It should be equal. And same happened in our film industry as well. So again, it's not a conspiracy, but it's the failure of our strategic policy implementation. We could not fight for our right properly. Just for few people's or few number of people's benefits, we sacrificed the national interest, and that needs to be stopped.
Well, thank you, sir. I remember my days during 80s that our audiences, they like to watch the Indian films, especially Indian Bengali films, but they didn't like to watch the Indian dramas. even from Doordarshan. But it was on the contrary, the West Bengalis, they were very much interested to watch our dramas. I can name a TV serial they called Bohubrihi. It was so popular in West Bengal. Sometimes they wrote in their newspapers that our West Bengalis drama makers, please learn from the Bangladeshis, like this. So you see in the same country two pictures. That on the one hand, the film is weak, films are weak, and on the other hand, the dramas are very strong. So why the two pictures in the same country with that same, I should say that acting, okay? They are also actors in drama and the film, in films, they are also actors. But why two pictures in the same country?
In the same country? Or?
In the same country, in our country. The dramas were very much strong and the films were weak.
See, what happened in the film industry? Why the film went down? A film industry thrives when the educated middle class goes to the theater.
Yes.
During the 90s, when we started producing those naked films, we kicked the educated middle class out of the theater. But that did not happen to our drama.
Yes.
It happened in the drama later on. Later on.
Yes.
So drama survived.
Yes.
But film could not. Because you drove away the educated middle class people from the theater. Because you were producing those naked films. Again, some people wanted to make some quick money. So they made those nasty films. And the numbers were going up, and those people who wanted to make films which will impact the social changes or the culture, they stopped making films. Rather, a lot of filmmakers went to drama during that time. So that's why in the same country, your film went down, but drama survived. But again, drama also took a toll. If you look at the drama industry right now, it also went downhill.
Yes.
Because, all those YouTube production and all those things. Again, if you are not putting your focus in the quality, rather you are putting your focus in the quantity, you might earn in the short term, but you're going to lose a lot in the long term.
Well, in connection with this, I remember an interview with Amjad Hussain, the famous filmmaker, that just after the Liberation War, he met Khijir Hayat somewhere here, nearby. Okay, and Khijir Hayat told that now our country is free, that means independent. So our first priority must be to nationalize our film industry, so that the businessmen, I mean, ill businessmen cannot grab this film industry and cannot make any harm to this industry. So it was his opinion. Later Khijir Hayat disappeared. And Amjad Hussain told that his thought was very much important, because later the film industry was grabbed by those.
Still now, if you look into the film industry, you will see all the bhais, the Aziz Mahmood bhais, the Salim Khans, the Aziz. You will see, every 2 to 3 years there is this new don who comes, who wants to take over the industry with his black money. After 2-3 years, he disappears because, he made those black money to white money. And by that time, he damaged whatever he could. So this saga needs to be stopped. If an industry cannot be run by the dons or the mafias of a nation, because film is the mirror of a culture. So if your mirror of your culture is run by the mafias, then you're going to lose. Eventually, you're going to lose as a nation.
Well, nowadays you cannot nationalize that film industry. Then how can a government or the state, that can help the film industry?
Well, you have to look into Korea. Look into the South Korea, how they did. The government, with their visionary ideas, helped structurally boost their film industry. That's why South Korean film industry has gone so far up. So if you want, you have a 20 crore inside market, and if the government wants, with the right policy, with the right infrastructure, And with the right networking and marketing, government can take our culture and our films to international areas. If our neighboring nation can do it, why can't we?
Yes.
Why can't we?
Right.
We have 20 crore Bengali audience here, and then you have another almost 30 crore Bengali audience outside. So 50 crore Bengali audience. And then with the right subtitle, with the right packaging, you have the whole world inside your palm. But you have to have the visionary right policies, and you have to have the right implementations. Unfortunately, as I said, our government or any government in Bangladesh in the last 55 years, they never prioritized their focus on our film industry. Everybody wants to keep the filmmakers and the artists, especially the actor and actresses, in their right pocket. But nobody wants to actually help the industry to grow. Sometimes I joke and I say, everybody wants to have an affair with our actresses, but nobody wants to hold their hands. It's just like our industry, Everybody wants the filmmakers, the, actresses with them, and especially the political parties. But when it comes to actually fix our problems and to help us, nobody comes. And it happened right post-revolution during this interim government too. Right after 5th August, in the first 3 weeks, who went, and all the filmmakers, especially the new emerging talented filmmakers, we formulated our policies. We ran to the information ministry, but it's all are stacked in their shelves. Nothing happened because nobody cares. If you want to help Bangladesh film industry, my demand as a filmmaker, as a producer, director, and working in this industry for the last 20 years, give us our own ministry. Take our film out of that, like dark hand of that information ministry. They have failed. In the last 55 years, this information ministry has failed our films. It has destroyed our films. Take it away from them. Either give it to some other ministry or give us our own ministry. And let us run it by ourselves. Because it's a huge potential thing. It's a huge potential field. Why would you not utilize it? You can earn so much from it, but due to bad policies, corruptions, and lack of vision, you have destroyed it. So take it out of the information ministry. They have failed. They should say, we surrender, we cannot do it. Here it is. We are going to give it back. The information ministry, the two student advisors, first it was Mr. Naid and now it is Mr. Mahfouz. I met both of them in different occasions. We try to place our demands. They listened, but I don't think either they don't have the time or they don't understand. As a result, nothing happened. They could not even declare the national, every year you give national film awards. They could not even give for 2023. Why? But 6 months ago, all the process has been done. So I don't know. They gave the National Film Grant this year, and it was so controversial. Why? So what's the point of revolution if the same kind of corruption, same kind of, this same repetitions happens? That I know you, okay, these are my people, they will get the grants. Do you know, there are 7 or 8 people who are working in different national government committees who got the grants? They should not. This is wrong. So anyway, my frustration is we all give the big talks, but when it comes to the right time, when we are in the chair or in the power, we repeat the same mistakes.
Well, you know that our late President Ziaur Rahman, who first made the policy to give grant for filmmaking, and at that time there were many good films made by the filmmakers like Shareng Bo, Golapia Kontrene, Dumorer Phul, Chutir Ghanta, like these films. Okay, and all those are patronized by Bangladesh government. So this time, no, I think that it is still in vogue to give grant to the film industry. Okay, but why we are not getting those type of films, golden films now?
Well, the filmmaking style has changed.
Yes.
young generation, they have a different way of telling the stories.
Are you getting grant till now? If you want a grant for any film, good film?
Me, I never took any government grant till today, and I don't intend to.
Okay.
I think it should be given to those people who doesn't have access to good networking.
Okay.
So I don't belong to that category, so I never applied for it, and I will never.
Okay.
So I mean, the entire scenario for making film in Bangladesh has changed over the years. Earlier, even to take a shot, you needed so many things, so many people's involvement. But nowadays, with the blessings of technology, filmmaking has become very easy in one sense. But it has also become difficult in other senses. Because earlier, you used to have filmmakers, only few filmmakers, only few films. Nowadays, everybody is a filmmaker because everybody has a 4K camera in their hand. So the competition has opened up. The world is so big right now. And the assurance of qualityful work because of the so many numbers of things happening is very difficult, to make sure you get qualityful content. That is a very difficult process right now. Which one is qualityful and which one is not? How to judge that because of the numbers, huge numbers of it. So I think that is one of the reasons why you are not, seeing quality contents.
Very good. I would like to ask you, I should ask you the question about our liberation war of 1971. Okay, there were many films which reflected our liberation war. You also made one or two films.
I made two films two straightly connected to our liberation war.
So,
Ostitwa Amar Desh and Ora Satchor.
Do you think more about this to expand your views and reflect 1971 more and more in your films?
Well, see, it is very unfortunate that in the last 55 years, we have made films regarding our liberation war.
Yeah.
But it was very individualistic effort. Like, let's say I'm a filmmaker, I made two films on liberation wars. Someone else is another filmmaker, he made another film on liberation. But there were not a cohesive or holistic approach. To give you a very specific example, we have 7 gallantry heroes, 7 Beer Shrestras. We have Beer Pratiks, Beer Bikrams, and Beer Uttams, right? The government of Bangladesh, I'm talking about all the government in the last 55 years, not a single government has taken any initiative to make a film on our single Beer Shrestras.
Yes.
Bangladesh Army, Bangladesh Navy, Bangladesh Air Force, none of them has ever taken any step to make a film on our Beer Shrestras or on our Beer Bikrams or Beer Uttams or Beer Pratiks. We had so many thriller, so many great stories there. Nobody took any effort. Everybody, most of them used 71 for their political purpose. As a result, generation after generation, they got disconnected with 71. And they don't want to see any films regarding 1971 because repetitive stories and same narratives or narratives politicized by particular political parties, that's how we have made our 71 films. But we should have done justice because that's the core. In the history of our country, once this country was united for single vision, that was in 1971. But we could not give our proper justice to 71. And I think we should otherwise, post this revolution, you have seen how 24 has been, placed right in front of 71. Which one is bigger? Is 71 bigger or 24? This kind of questions, this kind of situations, it's a very shame for this nation that we are comparing 24 with 71. Of course, 24 is important, but you cannot compare it with 71. That was the birth of this nation. And the sacrifices, the heroism, we never could put proper homage to that. And I think we should. Otherwise, we are going to lose uh, the main essence of this nation. And that is 71.
Well, basically, that in the film of Aguner Parashpani by Humayun Ahmed and in Shamol Chaya, our army helped a lot, and our navy also helped a lot. Probably Air Force also, I don't know. They helped a lot because if you ask for help to them, obviously, I think that they will help. Well, what
The
about
process is very difficult, by the way.
What about our last revolution, the revolution of 24? Do you have any plan to make any film on this revolution?
I just finished a short film on that. It's in the post-production. I do have plans to make what happened, what were the expectations from this revolution, and in the last year and so what happened. I want to reflect those things in a film, but post-revolution, getting the fundings for making this kind of stories are very, very difficult. So I'm still looking. If I get the funding from somewhere, I want to make a film just like Jibon Theke Neya, where I want to show the, metaphorically show actually what were the expectations and what did we get and what should we do to go where we can actually do justice to this revolution, where so many people they have sacrificed their lives. So I do want to reflect on 24 revolution, but in it through my own lens.
So what happened? It was happened for the first time in the history of not only Bangladesh but in the history of the whole world, that the Generation Z they went to defend their country empty hand. Empty hand. First for the first time it happened now. And
in the Arab Spring, we also it started from the Arab Spring, and our Asian monsoon, that got inspired by that. And the Gen Z, you have to understand, they don't need weapons. Their weapons are different. You think they are empty-handed, but they are not actually empty-handed. This is the mistake we made, or the past fallen regime made. They thought this generation is empty-handed. No, their weapons are way stronger than any bullets. Their weapons were their spirit, their connectivity, their presence in social media. So you thought you're going to stop them by your bullets and guns. No. They had different kinds of weapons, and you had no idea about the power or the ability of those weapons.
Okay. What are the challenges now you are facing today, 24, 25, in your film industry?
As a whole?
As a whole.
The first thing would be the policy challenges. We have no proper policies for our films, and the policies we have,
old enough, I think.
Be it in the certification board, be it in the National Film Grant, these are all very outdated. Those needs to be updated based on the current time. Our distribution system is totally destroyed. Our theater chain, it has gone to ground zero. The number of theaters needs to be increased. Multiplexes. We need to bring in our Shilpokala academic auditoriums, and we need to put small, small theatrical equipments over there so that we have alternate films can run there. We don't have any ticketing. Still, we are manually in 2025. We are still doing manual ticketing. We don't have any central server. We don't have any film commission. We don't have any co-production market, proper co-production market. We don't have any film labs. And the most important part, we do not have any proper film institute.
Yes.
In this country, we still do not have a proper film institute. Even though in Dhaka University, the film department we have, that is very, 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 I should say that's not up to the mark. We need to have at least one or two proper just film institute. But unfortunately, we don't have that. So these things needs to be fall in place so that this film survives and the culture survives. Again, as I said, film is the mirror of a culture, and we have been ignoring it for the past 55 years. We need to stop ignoring that. Otherwise, we're going to lose a huge part of culture. Our filmmakers will run away from this country. They'll make films for international area. They're not going to make films from here. So that's going to be a huge, huge loss for this country and for our culture.
The government should take proper initiative to establish a film institute.
Well, you have to understand, the main problem we tried to run our film industry by the bureaucrats. You don't do that. Our country is probably the only country where bureaucrats runs the film industry and the cultural industry and the media industry. None of the country in this entire world made that mistake, but we are repeating this mistake years after years. You need to run the media and film industry by our own people. We need to have our own ministry. You cannot run the media and film industry by bureaucrats. That's how you're going to destroy it. And we have destroyed it already.
Well, probably I have touched all the points. Anything left?
Well, the end thoughts I have is whoever comes in the post-election, the new government comes, I hope they'll not make the same mistakes. They will let film and media run by its own. You have to understand, if you don't give freedom to the artist, to the filmmakers, you not get the best out of us. You have to look into, if you look into India, Korea, and Iran. India, what they did, they commercialized their film industry in such a way that it went global. But they did not forget their local film industry. What South Korea did, the government stepped into the film industry with the right vision, and they made their structure so strong so that the industry goes global. And what Iran did, well, even though they have a very tough government, but due to very good storytelling power with limited resources, they have taken their industry to global. We need to learn from these three industries: the scale, the structure, the story. We take those, bring it to our industry, and with the right policies, take it forward. So I would humbly request to the current government and the future government, let the artists, let the filmmakers run our own show, rather than putting bureaucrats in our table and ruin the entire industry, and by doing that, ruin the entire culture.
Well, Mr. Khijir Hayat, thank you very much.
Thank you
for coming to our studio.
For this opportunity.
I hope that Bangladesh film industry will regain its golden time. We hope for the best. Dear audience, this is all with our today's discussion. Hope to see you again in our next episode. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.